Today, I'm going to talk about how to feel peace when you're stressed. So we all get stressed. We all feel discomfort. We all feel that nasty feeling inside of us that arises for random reasons. It could be traffic. It could be a worry that isn't real. What if my partner is not in love with me anymore? What if I get hurt? What if this little bump on my forehead isn't a zit and it's a horrible disease? Or stress could be also something that is in the process of happening that we're not handling very well. Either one, regardless of which one it is, I have a few really cool tools that you can stick in your tool belt to give you peace, to give you serenity, to give you tingles and joy, as opposed to feeling that tightening in your chest and your stomach. Just never really feels good. And I like to first start with a cool little creative analogy that I like to use. Imagine yourself, your whole body, just in your mind's eye. Picture your entire body, your head, your shoulders, your arms, your fingertips, your midsection, your waist, your legs, your feet. Now, put that image in front of you and trace an outline around that image. Now move the image of your body over until it is next to the outline and fill the outline with a color. Now here on the right side, we have you. And then on the left side, we have the outline, your silhouette. The right side is your human self. The left side is your higher self, your true self. Now, what is stress? When you feel that pull, when you feel that negative feeling, it is your body walking through life in your truest, highest self, not agreeing with what you're doing. So when you make a decision that isn't that best decision, your highest self will stop walking. So you're taking a step, your highest self is right there with you. You take another step, your highest self is right there with you. And then you take another step in the wrong direction and your highest self stops. And you keep walking because you're not listening. You keep walking, you keep walking, you keep walking. And the further away you get from your highest self, which is just standing there patiently waiting for you to turn around and come back to where you're supposed to be, you feel that stretch. You feel that pull, like a rubber band getting tighter and tighter and tighter between the distance of you and your highest self, which is patiently waiting 5, 10, 15 steps behind you for you to come back to where you're supposed to be. Now, on the opposite spectrum, when your highest self is right there with you, it feels amazing. You get goosebumps, you get chills, you get just overflowing feelings of gratitude and joy and bliss, and all the creativity flows. Everything comes easily because your highest self is right there to help you. Your highest self is right there, the silhouette, just outlining your body right there to support you, and everything just happens with ease. So with that analogy being stated, you got to think about, how does stress happen? If you're walking and your highest self doesn't agree with you and decides to stop walking, how do we get back to that highest self? And I think the answer to that question is a mixture of intuition and revving up your emotions. Okay, so now just imagine here for a moment that you get stressed about something trivial like the traffic. In that moment, all we need to do is speak to our highest self and say, "Highest self, I know you're over there chilling, relaxing in the car, not worrying about anything. Help guide me back to you." See, in business, I am a huge fan of sticking to my core competency, meaning the things that I do the best and that I enjoy the most. Everything else I learn and then I delegate. So you're working on a project and you love to do the creative part, but you don't like to do IT, or you don't like to do customer service. So learn those things, learn to do them so that you truly understand them, and then delegate them. Same thing goes for your journey as far as your emotions is concerned. Delegate the tasks that you can't handle when you're too overwhelmed to your higher self. Instead of saying, higher self, please tell me what it is that I have to do, don't do that. Instead, consider just asking for it. Hey, higher self, I would love for you to guide me back into pure comfort, into pure joy, into just being unstressed and happy. It's amazing what happens, even if you don't believe in the whole woo-woo spiritual aspect of this, because your subconscious mind is going to start working for you as your conscious mind is going about traffic. Your subconscious mind is going to start connecting dots to things that make you feel more calm. It's going to start looking for proof that everything is okay. If you ask your subconscious mind, or if you ask spirit, or whatever you want to call it, to come into the picture and decide for you. This is taught in many different spiritual texts. The whole concept of letting God take the wheel and you putting your foot on the gas and the brake. So another example of the same exact concept would be, here I am going about my day. All of a sudden, I get told one of my meetings has been canceled and that they aren't able to meet for another 10 days. So I become stressed and I start thinking, if this doesn't happen, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do that. And I'm creating momentum toward negativity. And I'm asking, without trying to, I'm asking for more problems. I am saying, if I don't get this done, these other things won't happen, right? Which is painting a picture of the worst case scenario. Then I'm getting stressed physically. And the whole reason why I'm trying to accomplish these things is to feel better, yet I'm forcing myself to feel worse. And I'm looking for proof in my reality. I'm telling my subconscious mind to find proof that things are going bad. Then what happens? As soon as the subconscious mind starts connecting those dots together of what is going wrong, then I start finding proof in my life that things are going wrong. Then I get in a worse mood. Then I start reacting in a more negative way. And next thing you know, I send a rude email, or a slightly just not the best email that I could have sent to the person I wanted to meet with. Now they don't want to work with me. Now I have to find someone else to work with. Now let's flip that around and use the same example, but by using this method. Let's say I have a really important meeting. I got a lot to do. And this person says, I'm going to reschedule. I can't meet for another 10 days. First thing that happens, it doesn't feel good. I start thinking, oh no, what's going to happen? I'm not going to be able to do this now. I'm not going to be able to get anything done for the... Wait a minute. Highest self, subconscious mind, I'm asking you to bring me back, to guide me back, to take my hand and lovingly bring me back to the silhouette of you, to the silhouette of the best case scenario, to the silhouette of the best path. So you just connect right back in with that outline of yourself that is your highest self, that knows the best thing to do in all situations. Now what happens? Your subconscious mind is now looking for reasons that everything is going right. It's looking for ways to be your best self and to be in that best parallel universe of you making the best decisions. And then guess what happens? You start connecting your own dots, start finding reasons why everything is going well, and then you start being in a better mood. And the whole reason why you are doing these tasks to begin with is to accomplish goals that make you feel better. And you are aligned with that because you're feeling better now. And therefore, you start feeling better, you start feeling good. And next thing you know, you reach out to that person with a text or an email and you say, hey, I'm so excited to work with you. If you have to wait 10 days, I totally understand, but I am so revved up, so excited. I'm looking forward to seeing how this can really support you and help you. I want to work with you. It's going to be so amazing, so fun. If there's any way to do this before the next 10 days, let's do it because I'm so excited, not just for me, but for finding out how this can benefit you. You send off that email and they receive it and they get excited. Their brain starts releasing serotonin and they start feeling pleasure based around what? Around you, around the project. And next thing you know, they say, you know what? I'm going to schedule that tomorrow. Or let's just have the call now. I have a few moments. People, as you know, we all can say we're busy to someone But really, we have the time if it's something that matters to us, something that feels good. So in that example, what are we doing? We're asking our highest self to guide us back to where we are, because sometimes we use our analytical brain too much and not our intuition, our internal guidance system. Almost every single medicine on the market can trigger off something in your mind and your body that already exists, right? So why not use the same strategy for yourself when it comes to your stress? Just ask your guidance system, your highest self, to just tap in and to guide you back to the best case scenario. Whenever you're stressed, create a habit, create a synapses in your mind that goes from stress over to that silhouette, that visual of that bright color of your outline, of your silhouette, of the perfect version of you that always does the right thing, that always makes the right decisions, and always is on its highest path. And then just remember to ask it, hey, highest self, help me out here. I hope that helps you. I love you, and I'll see you next week.